Hi, Queen. It's Melissa Knox Brunson of thequeencode.com. And today I want to talk to you about a really essential key to your kingdom. Something that you absolutely have to have on this journey of returning to your throne. Now, this key is very simple, but it's extremely powerful, and it's courage. Queen, you absolutely have to have courage in order to reclaim your throne. I know you're a woman of big vision, and it's no doubt that you have a great destiny that lies before you. But it takes courage to go from the wilderness to the promised land. It takes courage to go from where you currently are to that land of your dreams. Now, the first step to the promised land is right there in front of you. But the journey to the promised land is going to take you into new territory. So for that, you absolutely have to have courage. Now, this principle actually reminds me of one of my favorite queens of antiquity and her story, Queen Nefertiti. Now, Nefertiti was a queen from Nubia, which was like modern day Sudan. It would be modern day Sudan. But she married an Egyptian pharaoh. So she was this Nubian Egyptian queen. And Nefertiti and her husband, the pharaoh, they were very, very big visionaries. They were evolutionaries. They had this big dream of establishing this new order in Egypt. Now, it took courage to really pursue this dream because by this time in history, Egypt was a superpower in the world. By this time in the 18th dynasty, Egypt had been a superpower for a very long time, and they had a set way of doing things, and no one wanted to rock the boat. So here comes Queen Nefertiti and her husband, the pharaoh, and they wanted to transcend that old order. And they got opposition from everyone, from the pharaoh's parents, from government officials, from religious officials. There was even a real threat of danger because of what they wanted to do. But despite all of that, they did it anyway. They followed their heart, they followed their dream, and what they did was they moved the capital of Egypt to a new place. They moved that capital to a new territory. And that new territory, they affectionately called it the City of Dreams. So in this new place, the pharaoh and his wife, Queen Nefertiti, they finally had the freedom to be, do, and have anything that they imagined. In that new place, they were living life on their own terms. They really had the opportunity to really live out their destiny. Now, for Queen Nefertiti, when her husband, the pharaoh, when he passed at a very young age, she still had to have that boldness and that courage to continue on the dream that they started together. She still had to have that courage to pursue that dream and to continue that dream despite all the opposition around her. And because of her boldness and because of that courage, Queen Nefertiti has absolutely earned her position in the halls of great and powerful and legendary queens. So when you think about that courage and that boldness, that's absolutely what it takes in order for you to successfully pursue your heart's desire. I talk a lot about finding your passion and following your heart, but clearly that's just step one. Step two is having the courage for that sacred mission. Because whether it's a circumstance or a situation or other people, when you're on that path to your destiny, there will be reason after reason after reason for you to get off that path. You'll have so many opportunities to turn to turn things down, to say no to your destiny. But what you have to understand is those different forms of resistance. That resistance is really just there to help you build what I call your courage muscle. That resistance is really there to help you understand what you're really made of, to help you build that courage, to help you be bold. Because when you have that courage and when you're sitting on your throne, you become a shining example of resilience and power and grace and love. So, Queen, you absolutely have to be courageous. On this journey back to your throne, There's not an obstacle that you're going to face that's bigger than your destiny. I'll say that again. On this journey back to your throne, there's not an obstacle that you can face that's bigger than your destiny. So have faith in that, okay? So that's my message for you today. And in the meantime, I do have a free gift for you. If you go to www.thequeencode.com, I have a free audio for you there. Queen, you were born to succeed, because you absolutely were. So I want you to get that free gift, get your audio. And in that audio, you're going to find out which queen type are you. And you'll also get the blueprint for how to step into your power for 2012 and beyond. So go to that website, www.thequeencode.com, and claim your free gift, and I'll talk to you soon.